What's up, everybody? It is Friday, and there's new music. And I'm actually doing new music from a band that my son is in. The band's called EVERGLADE. I believe the song is called The Love That Died With Me. And it just came out. I believe it's the first single with Patty as vocalist. And I'm excited to get into it. So, a couple things before we start. As always, I do have my coffee. I'm not a professional, so please don't expect this to be a review where I'm getting too into the weeds on stuff. I'm not going to get into like mixing and mastering and samples. That's just not something I have any real depth of knowledge on. And don't be a dick. I don't know what this is going to be. I imagine it's going to be heavy, so if you're not into heavy music, maybe this isn't for you. But I try to be really thoughtful about these, and I would like it if we can keep that energy in the comments. Also, I'll just say this here. Patty, an acquaintance of mine, I known him for a few years now. He does Twitch, he does YouTube. Patty Trills, it's down there in the watermark. But you should check out his content if you get the chance. I know he does a lot of Pokemon. I think a lot of Pokemon randomizers. So, definitely check out his stuff. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is The Love That Died With Me by EVERGLADE.
What could I bring about on my chain of time?
Nice. All right, so first of all, I will just say I'm assuming here Patty is doing both vocals, both clean and screamed. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think that's correct. I know for a fact that he's doing screamed vocals because I have seen the videos of him in his car practicing his screams. This is exciting stuff, right? Like, I know this is something that he's wanted for a while, and like I don't know the rest of the guys in the band, so I don't want to be too personal, right? But I do know Patty to a degree, and I know that this is something that he really cares about, has wanted to be able to do for a while. I know he's really, really pumped and excited to be making music, putting it out, getting a chance to show off the screams that he was working on in his car. So we'll start from the top. Music's good, vocals are good, right? My one my one note is that some of the clean vocals are a little bit tough to pick up, particularly in like the first half of the song. It's nothing that is particularly concerning. It's just like there were a couple times when I was trying to hear the words as I was reading them, and I wasn't hearing them the same way I was seeing them on the screen. But I like the deep, the guttural screams. Those are tough to do. Musically, I enjoyed it. I enjoy the guitars and the drums. I really like the little heartbeat. You know, you got a couple little sections where you've got the heartbeat noise. I know Patty said that this song is for people who have struggled with addiction, things like that. And yeah, it's tough. It's sort of thing that always tries to sort of drag you back, right? You get out for a little while, you get clean, you get healthy, and then you start to hear that in the back of your head, you know, hey, maybe now that you're healthy, now you can handle it. You know how much fun it was when you were doing whatever it was you were doing before? Now you got your life sorted out. Maybe you should go back and do it again. The problem with that sort of thinking is that often, not always, but often, the reason your life was a mess before was because of what you were doing, right? Your life is cleaned up now because you stopped doing those things, and it allowed you to make progress, to move forward. But it's just like being in an abusive relationship. And I say that, at first that was a little bit of a reach, I think, but it's actually very true, right? Because what you remember, for the most part, in abusive relationships is you remember the good times, right? Humans are like that. We prioritize good memories, and we sort of banish bad memories. That doesn't mean you don't remember bad stuff, but the farther you get away from the trauma, the more you start thinking about the good parts of the trauma, right? Well, we did have these great memories, and I had so much fun with this person or substance, and it's not the same without them. And was it really so bad? Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I was being a jerk. Maybe I wasn't mature enough. Maybe I ought to give it another shot. And you leave out the stuff that is significant. You leave out the trauma. You leave out the pain and the abuse and the obsession. And I have been in one of those, and I can tell you, I sometimes think about it, and I think, man, maybe I wasn't everything I should have been in that relationship. And certainly, I wasn't. But I also am not to blame in that relationship. The way I was treated was unacceptable. And it hurts to think about that, because you do miss that part of you, right? And sometimes you think, man, I wish I could just go back and try it again, see if we can fix it. but that's unhealthy, and that will keep you from progressing in life. And whether it's a partner, a parent, family member, a coach or a teacher, or a substance, we do tend to block out the bad parts and just remember the good parts, which is what leads you back into those relationships and those cycles. I'm not here to say that it's easy to stay away from that kind of stuff, because it's not. There's a reason so many people relapse. But it's important to try to be honest with yourself, which is hard for people who are in abusive relationships to do. It's hard to be honest with yourself because you're being lied to a lot by other people. But it's important to be honest and remember all the shitty stuff that also went along with that relationship. Again, whether it's with a person or with a substance, the relationship itself is unchanged, right? So yeah, interesting stuff. Let's see, what else? I enjoyed the lyric video. Patty, I'm sure, made that. If you need someone to edit your videos, you should hit him up. He is affordable and does a good job. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that, you got the colors changing, different parts of the song as little music cues hit. That was fun. I'm excited about this. I think this is a good track. I know there's going to be more coming soon. I know they just did a little mini tour a few months ago. I would imagine that they're going to try to book something else, try and set up some more shows. I would assume West Coast. So if you're on the West Coast, that's probably going to be your best chance to catch Everglade. I know Patty's in... Well, I'm not going to reveal his location. Patty's in my ancestral home, where my father is from. But yeah, definitely go check these guys out. Follow Patty. I'm sure they have other stuff out, but, listen, I'm going to be honest here. I'm checking out this band because I know a guy who's in it, right? Like, I have nothing against the folks in Everglade, but there's a good chance I would not have checked them out had I not known someone who was making music with them. So I don't know anything about their back catalog. It might be great. It might be that they're a brand new band that was just formed out of the ashes of an old band. I don't know the genesis of that story. Maybe someday I'll have Patty on to talk about it. Then I'll really be in my Fantano era, doing interviews on the channel. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And do not talk to cops.